Dirty Work Wednesdays on the air at 473-1045. Hi, who's this?
This is Mike.
Hey, Mike, what can we do for you on this Dirty Work Wednesday?
So I've had this suspicion for a while now, and this past weekend, I think something happened between my ex-girlfriend and a friend of mine.
Oh, boy. Okay. So something happened like an incident or a hookup?
A hookup.
Okay. So let's get the whole story here. What is your ex-girlfriend's name?
Hannah.
Okay. And how long did you and Hannah date?
For about 4 years.
Okay. So this is a significant person then?
Yeah, very significant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why did you guys break up? If you don't mind me asking.
We've been fighting a lot over stuff, and we lived together for a while during the quarantine, which, it was a mistake. It was just one of those things where we both got on each other's nerves too much.
Okay, so you decided to end it, or was this like a we're taking a break thing?
I mean, I considered it just a break, but I guess she didn't.
I see. Now, who is this friend that you mentioned then?
His name is Brandon. We used to play Men's League baseball together and stuff.
Yeah, you can't trust a Brandon. We all know that. Okay, so tell me about this hookup you think happened. Like, how did you find out about it?
So after Hannah and I broke up, I started noticing that he was liking a lot of posts she would put on Instagram about starting over and getting her life back and all that. So I was basically like, no big deal, I don't care. But then somebody told me that they saw them talking to each other at the Tides game. And so, I shot him a text and was like, hey, is there anything I need to know about these people telling me they saw you and Hannah together? And I mean, he immediately is like, nope, I just ran into her and said hi. So about a week later, I hear that she showed up at one of his games, and I texted her and was like, so are you and Brandon then? And she just wrote back a bunch of question marks.
Yeah, kind of suspicious. So was that it? I mean, is that what you're basing all this on, the big hookup? And
no. The whole reason I called is because this past weekend, I saw on both of their Instagrams that they were both down in Corolla at the same time. And neither of them had any pictures of the other person with them. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, what are the odds they both went down there on the same weekend by accident?
Yeah, I gotcha. So you think maybe they snuck down there together and tried to have like a little secret rendezvous then?
Yeah, I mean, basically.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What if they did? I mean, you and Hannah are no longer a thing, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they both lied to me about it, Plus, my so-called friend doesn't even have the balls to tell me to my face. I mean, he could be like, hey, I know this sucks, but I'd like to ask Hannah out, and, I won't do it if you think it'll ruin our friendship.
Right.
I mean, it's just messed up.
Yeah, that's true. And again, at this point, both of them say that nothing is going on, right?
Yeah. I mean, I just texted him yesterday, and he said he went down there to fish with his buddies, and there were no girls on the trip.
And do you believe him?
I don't know. I mean, that's why I called you guys.
Okay. Well, listen, let's find out what's really going on between these two. I'll tell you what, does Hannah have a birthday coming up anytime soon?
I mean, not until March.
March, okay. Yeah, that's... well, okay, would this Brandon guy know that? Like, does he know when her birthday is?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's find out. Hang on, Mike. I'm going to hand you over to our Brandon, a.k.a. Shag, and then he's going to get your Brandon's phone number, okay? And then we'll call Brandon when we come back next.
Hello?
Hi, is this Brandon?
Yeah, it is. Who is this?
My name is Tim. I'm a friend of Hannah. I got your number off of her phone.
Okay.
So listen, me and a couple of Hannah's friends are planning a surprise party for her. And they were like, who are we going to invite to this thing? So I was like, keep her distracted. I'll get some names of people off of her phone. So that's where I found your number. I'm assuming that you must be the new guy in her life that she keeps talking about.
Wait, so you stole her phone?
Well, I mean, we put it back. I just stole it to get a list of friends to invite. I mean, look, if I said, hey, can we borrow your phone for 10 minutes? She'd probably get a little suspicious. So anyway, like I said, we're throwing her a surprise party. We wanted to know if you would come.
Sure. Yeah. When is it?
We're still getting that part together as well as the where. We don't know that part yet either, but as soon as we do, what I'll do is I'll text you. I'm going to put all of the yes invites on the same text chain. And by the way, don't worry, we're not inviting her ex. I don't want any drama between him and the new man in her life, which is obviously you.
Yeah, that probably would not be a good idea.
So listen, how long have you guys been a thing? Because I can't believe I haven't met you yet.
I mean, we've been kind of keeping everything on the DL for a while now. We haven't really told anybody that we're actually dating.
Okay, so trying to keep it secret for now, then.
Yeah. You mentioned her ex.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah, I never really liked him.
Yeah. So Hannah and I were sort of together while they were, still together. So it got kind of complicated, and then they finally broke up, and now we're just kind of sort of keeping it to ourselves, keeping it in the kind of a secret until that whole thing.
Hold up a second. So you and Hannah were messing.
Hey, Brandon. Listen, I'm not really a friend of Hannah's. This is actually the Z Morning Zoo radio show on Z104. Right now, you're on Dirty Work Wednesday. Mike called us because he kind of figured out what's been going on with you and Hannah.
Yeah. So how was your little fishing trip last weekend, huh? Did you catch a lot of fish?
Hey, listen, I was going to tell you everything when we had a chance to sit down alone and talk about this and be
you
adults.
had plenty of chances.
Okay, well, all right, I'm sorry. Okay, now, okay, Hannah and I have been hooking up with each other since last year. Okay, we hooked up right before New Year's. We hooked up this past summer when you went to visit your f***ing dad. Okay, we hooked up that weekend when you went to the Eagles game.
Oh, that is f***ing great. Thanks a lot for having every f***ing opportunity to tell me and never f***ing doing it.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm doing it now, okay? I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure I left stuff over at her apartment. I was kind of hoping you'd just find it out so we could get caught and you'd just f***ing break up with her. Okay, I don't know how you didn't catch on earlier. We weren't that f***ing careful about it.
Well, whatever, man. F*** it. You know what? I hope you two are happy together. I hope you give each other herpes and have a ton of herpes babies together. F*** you, f*** her, and f*** off, you f***ing fake-ass friend.
That was one of the meanest sign-offs on Dirty Work.
Super crazy.
I've ever heard in my entire life. Are either of them there anymore?
No.
Okay.
No.
Good God Almighty!
You have it.
Wow. So that Traitor song that we played, that was
perfect.
Perfect timing, then, I guess.